it was an over underestimate, and
it was an over underestimate of 75, and I said under, and I was correct.
And it was really me and ECG, but he didn't like pop off like Nick Chubb did. Like
Giants versus the Packers, man, in London over the weekend. Slay, or aka Manny, was watching this game real tight while we were on the live stream on Saturday morning.
Saturday, it was Sunday.
Or Sunday morning, yeah, and all we kept saying was Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones, man.
Now we have a segment to talk about it.
Thank you. I had to throw this on there. Well, it was our game of the week last week too, and it was everything in a bag of chips, man. So 27-22, we all picked the Packers to win.
Oh, I know the Lightning did something crazy right now.
Good heavens, would you look at the time? It's Stammer time.
Stammy scored? Ah, damn it. But let's go around the horn, man. Manny, we'll start with you.
It's tied 1-1, so I can't be too excited.
Yeah. Saquon Barkley would be shut down donkey of the day yet again. Oh my gosh.
It's okay, bro. We were wrong. You've said that like 90 times now, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, hold up. Let me pull up the stats again for Barkley. Give me a second.
But Sora did say he was going to be held under like 75 yards. So
yeah, and I was right about it. So I wouldn't exactly say that's him popping off.
It was an over underestimate, and
it was an over underestimate of 75, and I said under, and I was correct.
And it was really me and ECG, but he didn't like pop off like Nick Chubb did. Like, he's not over here popping off like Nick Chubb. That's why he's not better than him, bro. Like, he's done like a couple good games against the I want to say it was the Titans game. He had a really good game. He had a really good game against, who did they play before the Packers? The Bears. The Bears, and I believe they played Dallas. He had a pretty solid game then. The Panthers, he didn't do too much then. And Big Fridge, bro. I hate when people say Saquon's better than Nick Chubb, because he's not as consistent as Nick Chubb, bro. He had two games this year where he wasn't like popping off. Nick Chubb has been consistent the whole year, bro. Nick Chubb, from the moment the NFL started, he's been consistent. Every year he's consistent, bro. That's why I hate when people say Saquon's better.
Yeah.
Listen, we're all saying Saquon is a good player, but let's not act like he was a world changer against Green Bay. Like you said, he had 106 total yards, 70 rushing, and 36 in passing. Like, let's not act like that was a stellar performance. It was a good performance, yes, but let's not act like we haven't seen Nick Chubb do the same thing, or Austin Eckler do the same thing.
Yep. Yo, Big Fridge, I just had to say, man, like, Slay's been calling out all season about Nick Chubb is going to be the number one guy. And I'll eat crow. You know what I'm saying? I'll eat crow. I might make some hot takes, and I mean, I know I do. You have to be honest with yourself here. When you watch the show, I'm right about a lot of things. I might not be right about the game predictions, but as far as like projections and things like that, I said that Jonathan Taylor was going to break the rushing yards record this year, and Manny's been like, nah, bro. Like, Nick Chubb is going to be that dude. And I love Nick Chubb, man. I loved him ever since when he was at Georgia, when he had that horrific injury. If anybody is like comeback player of the century, I don't want to
talk about his time at Georgia.
The comeback player of the century, man, from coming back from that leg injury that he had, which was freaking nasty. I'll never forget, bro. Right there on the sideline.
I remember watching that live.
His leg went into a tuna fish sandwich, bro. Like, straight up.
I think that was probably one of the first times. Time out real quick.
Go
ahead. I think that was probably one of the first times I saw an injury happen in real life, and I was like, I might throw up. Like, it was like watching a Mortal Kombat thing. I was like, oh. I honestly thought he was ever going to walk again after seeing that. I was like, he's done. It's over.
And to say that he's been the better version of, remember, him and Tyler Gurley played with each other. He's been the better version. Todd Gurley was awesome. I seen him in high school. He was like a cheat code. But what are you going to say, man?
Arthritis.
He just said, "Give Barkley Chubb's O-line, see what happens." Chubb was doing this ever since he got into the league, bro. He's been doing this since he got to the league. He's been consistent
And
in
he's-
there every game.
and he's been hurt, too.
Back in the league, like,
He's been hurt too, and still every single time he steps on the field, he gets 100 yards. Like, and nobody talks about it enough.